Hey, you guys. Hi, friends and family. Welcome back to my weekly live series on Instagram where I cover a little bit of fitness, a little bit of nutrition. Those are my areas of expertise, I guess. If you don't know me, my name is Adamir. I'm a personal trainer, coach, nutrition coach, all the above encompass. What's up, Vinod? Thanks for joining real quick. Just real quick, if you're just tuning in, if you're watching this later, I just want to let you know that it is live, so I do give everyone kind of a few minutes to tune in. So sit tight for just a second, and we'll get started. But yeah, if you're watching this later, appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, I go over some nutritional information, fitness information, maybe a little motivation and inspiration when I can. The purpose of the series really is just to educate, get the information out there, and help as many people as possible. So thanks for joining. Like I said, give me a few minutes, and then we'll get going in like 3 minutes, okay? In the meantime, if you have any questions, type them in. Try to get to them if I can. Shauna, thanks for tuning in. I know you're probably watching the game, so I appreciate it. But yeah, I'll watch it later. Maybe not. I don't know. Is it good right now? I don't even what's going on? Huh? Game? No? Alright. Tell me later. I don't want it. I'll just get upset. Hi, Audrey. You joined. You're so nice. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. By the way, those jerk chicken wings, so good. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna give you guys well, not you guys. You guys are already here. I'm gonna give everyone else one more minute, maybe it's 90 seconds, and then we'll get this show on the road. I hope I get everything. Well, I don't have a time. I have an hour on here. I'm not gonna take an hour, I promise. In 20 minutes, 25, right? What up, Andy? Andy. I haven't started yet. I'm just making a small talk, I guess, to myself while I wait. One more minute and we'll start, right? I'm excited, you guys. I don't know why. I know why. I'm excited. This will be fun. This will be a good one tonight. I hope. I hope I get the message across for you guys in some way, alright? Woo! Alright, drink some water real quick, and then we'll get going. I'm back. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get started. Anyone who joins later, they'll be fine. They'll catch up. So, as I've said before, or if you're new and you're just learning this part, I'm gonna cycle through every week through a theme, through a topic. Last week was nutrition or fitness. Week before was nutrition. This week's gonna be a little bit of motivation, inspiration, if I can. Try to inspire you, try to motivate you, try to help you out in any way possible. So I hope today you get some help with some tips, maybe some strategies, maybe just a new thought process that helps you along your way when you feel like quitting, right? So today's subject: what to do when you feel like quitting. It's easy to get tired. We all go through it. We get tired. We wonder, is this worth it? How much longer do I have to work at this? How much, come on, I've been working at this specific goal for over and over and over again, and I'm not there yet, right? We all experience it. We all go through it. We all struggle with having to deal with that. And sometimes we even look to our friends and our family and why are they so far ahead of me? So that can take its toll on you, right? It's a mental toll. But these are all questions that we ask ourselves, and I'm here to tell you that you're not alone, right? Everyone deals with these setbacks. Everyone deals with these frustrations, this type of discouragement when all you're trying to do is accomplish something that is near and dear to your heart, right? And if it's not, if you don't have a goal like that, then that's what we'll talk about, figuring out how to make those tough times worth it. All right. So for me, as an example, I go through plenty of tough, exhausting times, right? I love my job. Anyone who knows me and anyone who's been around me while I work knows that I enjoy what I do. Like, it's not work to me. Like, I'm blessed to be able to say that. I'm grateful. Um, I love what I'm able to provide for people, how I'm able to make them feel. So it's very rewarding. But that doesn't mean that I don't get home and I'm fine. Like, I'm exhausted, man. I'm tired. I get home sometimes late. Like today, I just got home like 20 minutes ago, right? I've been at work since 7 to 8 this morning. But I'll do this for a little while. I'll talk to you guys. I'll get my message out there. I'll get some rest tonight. I'll eat some dinner first. I'll get some rest tonight. I go back and do it again tomorrow, right? So it can seem really exhausting because it's almost a repetitive cycle, but I enjoy it, thankfully, right? It feels like it's a never-ending cycle of just work, 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 work. But if I were to go back in time or write a letter to my past self and tell Adamir 5-6 years ago, like, yo, dude, keep doing everything you're gonna do for the next 5 years. Don't quit. Keep reaching towards that goal, and I promise you'll get there. Cause I'm in a place in my job where I've accomplished more than I thought I would, right? So, and that comes from not quitting, not stopping the hard work, not continuing to get to achieve what you need to achieve for yourself or maybe for other people, right? So we're gonna go over a couple things here that has helped me, that can probably help you. If you haven't done it before, try it. What have you got to lose, right? First thing is goal setting, right? Write down and look at your goals on the daily. If you don't have something in front of you, you're gonna forget about it. And if you don't continuously imprint it into your brain, you're not gonna work on it, right? I've heard this a lot, and I don't know if you've heard it, but a goal, like writing down a goal, is basically like a wish, a dream, with a date attached to it, right? So if you say, okay, I want to make $100,000, cool. A lot of people do, but by when? By when do you have that deadline basically for you to be there? From there, if you set it, then you can take steps backwards to understand, okay, if I want to make 100 grand in a year, I gotta make like 8 to 10 grand a month, right? How do I do that? What do I need to do to be able to produce that income for myself? Okay, if you don't attach it to a 12-month period, you're not gonna work every day to get there. You're just gonna be like, oh yeah, hopefully I'll get there one day. It's not gonna work, right? And then reviewing them daily, like if you look at them every morning, just kind of read them, reinforce it, repeat them, feel it in your heart and your soul that it's gonna happen. It reinforces it in your brain and into your mind, like basically into your subconscious, so that throughout your day, you're focused on the things that are gonna help you get there, right? It's like, how they say if you want a red car, you're gonna see a red car almost every freaking car you see, because that's what your mind is focused on, right? It'll inadvertently focus on what you set its intention on, all right? One thing I've learned is to make SMART goals, and that's an acronym, SMART, S being specific, so you have to have an end date, you have to have a number. You can't just say I want to make more money this year. You can't just say I want to lose weight. You have to say, like I said, I want to lose 20 pounds by November 1st. All right, work backwards. Now I have a deadline. Now I have like a little more pressure, a little more drive to get there, right? That oomph. Sorry, that's a funny word. Measurable, right? You have to measure it. It has to be meaningful for you. It has to be motivating. How big is your goal that it really actually means something to you? Like with the 20 pounds example, is it really important for you to lose 20 pounds, or is it more important for you to fit into the clothing that you had 2 years ago that you don't fit into anymore? Is it more important for you to be able to go up and down the stairs in your house without being out of breath, right? Keep up with your kids, go run with your dogs. I feel like that's more meaningful and more important than just lose 20 pounds, right? So it has to be meaningful or measurable, sorry. It has to be achievable. right? You have to be able to attain that. You can't say, okay, what is it, June, by the end of the year, I'm going to make $5 million. I mean, it's possible, maybe, but how realistic is that? Let's be real. Yes, there are ways we have to look past limitations, but, let's give ourselves a chance too, okay? They also have to be relevant. So SMART, SMAR, relevant. So relevant to what you like to do. You can't just set a goal that, I want to learn how to paint. You don't even like painting. It's going to be tedious. It's going to be difficult. So why even go there, right? If you really don't like it, don't try it. It's okay. Do what makes your heart tick. Do what feels good to you. And then the last one, time bound. So it's got to be time based, right? You got to have an end date. You got to have a deadline for your goals. Another thing you can do, you can seek out a mentor, right? Look for daily motivational support. Mentor can be anyone that's in the position that you want to be in, right? So if there's someone ahead of you in your life and you're like, hey, I really want to be where you're at. What did you do? How do I get there? Offer to help them with, if they need help with their work. Offer to just, buy them a cup of coffee. Talk to them for half an hour, right? Give them reasons to, be willing to help you. Don't just, hey, I need your help, right? Most people who achieve a certain level of success actually really love helping other people. It's not really a secret on how to get to a certain level. It's hard work, it's consistency, it's drive, it's being motivated, it's having some sort of purpose for it, right? If you're willing to do the work and help them, then they're gonna be willing to help you. I've experienced it in my own life. Like, I have people around me at work that, they're at higher levels than I am, and if I have questions about something, I'll ask them and listen, right? That's the other important thing. If you're gonna ask them a question, listen, so that they know that the information they're giving you is worth it. You're not just wasting their time. So seek out a mentor, daily motivational support. Read or listen to motivational speeches on YouTube. Spotify has playlists of just speeches from everywhere around the world of speakers, just great motivation for you to really hear something from somebody else, and do it daily, right? We all shower daily because we need to stay clean, so you got to give yourself motivation daily so you stay motivated, okay? Look for books that put you in the right frame of mind. Look for books that teach you how to change your mindset and move into a more focused, more intentional habits, right? Like right now I'm reading As a Man Thinketh. It's by James Allen. It's really small. It's like 25 pages. I suggest it. It's on Amazon. You can probably get a Kindle edition, but quick book, just kind of diving into like how to create a different thought process to make sure that you remain successful, that you remain a respectable person as well, You're not just going to run over people to achieve your goals. Other things you can do, I suggest finding something that like that, the relatable and the measurable. It's meaningful to you, right? Find a goal that's more purpose driven. They always talk about finding your purpose or finding why you have the skills and the personality in you, and what is gonna make that work for you, right? When you get to a purpose-driven goal, it's way more motivating and it's way more impactful than just having a money-driven goal or a number-driven goal, or just like a status-based goal, right? When you get to a point that you have a little more meaning in that, it's harder to quit because there's other people that are relying on you now. I mean, I don't know, if you guys watch this all the time, if you guys miss an episode, if you guys even notice when there isn't one, but I feel like I have a duty, to give the information that I know to as many people as I can. That's what I feel my purpose is, right? It makes me feel good to share this because other people probably won't share it so willingly or so freely. So yeah, find something that really, gives you a little more passion, a little more meaning in your heart. And it could, you can find like a side hustle or a hobby that could turn into something, right? If you're like, oh, I want to start gardening, kind of keep my mind off of things and do something a little different. Who knows if you really enjoy gardening, or you start to create like, videos of, or like montages in a sense of your seeds or your plants growing. You turn into some sort of creative content to, track the progress of all that. Or if, you like cooking, you can turn that into a little cooking show too, right? Like there's so much you can do with these little side hustles, side hobbies that can make you feel like, hey, I like doing this. And you can finally you can find a way to monetize it, right? There's so many options available now with Instagram Live, with YouTube, with TikTok, that there's so many ways that you can put your information out there to give you some purpose, right? To give you another goal that may mean more to you than just making more money or losing weight or getting that promotion. Yeah, it's got to be a lot more meaningful. Couple other things, keep your eyes on the prize, you guys. You got to remember why you started to begin with, because what was that feeling inside you, what motivated you to get started on the goal, and what are you going to feel when you do accomplish that goal, right? You're going to feel so much better of putting in the hard work and coming out the other end a much better person, maybe a completely different person, a changed person, right? You're not going to recognize yourself a year from now if you put in the work. And it's hard work, right? If it was easy, everybody would do it. Now, if it was easy, you'd already be doing it, right? But if it's not hard, there's no meaning to it. There's no challenge in that. If you've played sports in the past and you ever went up against a team and you just blew them out, yeah, it's cool, we won, it's fun, you're just playing around, but how, does that really mean anything? Like, was it a real win? It doesn't, there's no challenge there, right? So if there's no challenge, there's no motivation to accomplish it. So keep that in mind. Stay patient, right? That's one thing that I struggled with a lot in the past, was staying patient. I would always want things to already happen. I was so impatient. I was so discouraged when things didn't happen right away. But what helped was surrounding myself with good people, right? I'll use Audrey as an example. She was very encouraging to me to slow down and learn to be patient and just do the work, and things would happen, because that's just the way it is. If you start to do the work with intention and you put your goals out to the universe will help you accomplish your goals, I promise. All right, it's been helping me. I still have a lot I feel like I want to accomplish, so I'm just gonna keep working as much as I physically and emotionally can. But we all gotta be patient. I don't know if you've heard the story about the gold miner, sorry. The miner who, he was digging and digging and digging for gold, and he just couldn't find any. And finally he decided, you know what? I'm done, man. Screw this. I'm not gonna find this gold. So he left. Another guy came by. He saw that it was open, so he started digging. He hit the rock 4 or 5 times, and he struck gold. It's like going to a slot machine in Vegas, and you're playing, nothing. Someone walks up, puts their quarter in, and they just hit the jackpot, right? We gotta be patient. If you know you're doing the right work, if you know have that purpose-driven goal, then you're gonna make it. You just have to be patient, right? The time that you're gonna do to put in all that work is gonna pass, regardless of whether you put in the work or not. So if you're gonna work every day and put in the work for a year, the results will happen. But if you're just gonna let that year pass and not do the work, nothing's gonna happen. So make the necessary changes in your life to make sure that you can accomplish those goals and not get bogged down by being so tired, not get so distracted by things in your life, and you can always find ways to motivate yourself, okay? Now look, last thing I'll say is surround yourself with like-minded people. Hi Zoe. Oh, it's okay. I'm glad you're working. Grateful you have a job. Surround yourself with like-minded people, right? Whatever your goals are, whatever you'd like to accomplish, it may not be the same thing as everyone else around you, but if they're goal-driven and you're around them, you're gonna want to work just as hard as them, because it's inspiring to be around people like that, right? But if you're around like lazy people, it's difficult to get off that cycle, that chain. Surround yourself with motivated people, hardworking people, encouraging people, well-meaning people, of course. You have to know that they have every good intention in their heart as well. I don't know if you guys know Jim Rohn. He's an old, he's a speaker from back in the days. He was in the personal development field. He said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you spend your time with goal setters and motivated people, Shauna, you got it. I just said it. If you spend your time with goal setters and motivated people, you're bound to be the 5th one. If you spend time with lazy and directionless people, you're bound to be the 5th one. All right, so check your circle. All right, don't complain if all you hang out with is people that just complain and are negative all the time, right? You have to be positive. You have to stay up. You have to stay courageous. You have to have the audacity and the belief that what you want is going to happen. And that's the hardest part in all of this, is staying strong and understanding that the shit you want is going to happen. You just have to stick with it. You have to be patient. All right? So please don't quit on any of your goals. Please work hard. All right? Please understand that when you feel like quitting, you're going to hate yourself if you do. And we all know that feeling. All right? We've done it with other things in our life. When I'm going to quit smoking, 2 weeks later you pick up a cigarette. You feel like shit. I'm going to quit drinking. 2 weeks later, all right? Don't stop moving forward. Okay? All right, you guys. I hope that helps. I hope you understand that, yes, accomplishing your goals, achieving them is gonna take work. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna take time. All right, but with the right mindset, with the right tools around you, with the right information getting fed into your brain, it'll help push you forward and it'll get you there. All right? I promise you that. So be patient. Don't quit on yourself. Find people in your life that will help you, will encourage you, will support you, and take you to the next level, just like you can take them to the next level. All right? If you'd like to connect and talk with me about your goals and how maybe you need a little help, message me. I'm here to help. All right? Whew. Well, that was fun. I told you it was going to be fun. All right, well, thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please like it, please share it, comment on it. I'm going to post it in maybe 5 minutes or so. Share it on your story if you don't mind. And then just share it with people who may need to hear this. If you know someone that's struggling with work, with their goals, with just life in general, have them reach out, all right? And also let me know if you ever have any questions. Excuse me, I will answer to the best of my knowledge. Zoe, my niece, sent me a question last week, so we'll discuss it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. So it'll fit in with our sort of nutrition and fitness, all right? I look forward to seeing you guys. Next week is Nutrition Week, so get your food right. I'll also be going to visit a restaurant that's close to me or in the area that someone recommends. Just to kind of try them out, give them a review, see if it's nutritious. No, I'm just kidding. See how maybe you can eat that, Anyways, all right. Remember, you guys, love yourself. Go be the best version of yourself. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Peace.